Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is HBK. In this video, I'm gonna continue with our new series on how you can build anything you want using Notion. Okay? And in this video, I'm going to walk you through on how you can build a minimalist personal website in Notion. Okay? Now, this is the page that we're going to have by the end of the video. So at the top here, you have your About section. In the middle, your Contact section. And at the bottom here, your blog site. So very simple and easy to navigate, okay? Now we can change our post view like this, okay, to gallery with cover photos, gallery with content, or just a simple list like this. And if you click on one of the blog posts over here, it's going to open on the site, and your viewers can scroll your about page while reading your blog post on the site like this, okay? And one more thing, at the bottom of the blog post, there's another list of your posts over here. So your viewers wouldn't need to just go back to the home page and click on here. What they can do after they read your blog post, you can just click on this to open a new one like that, okay? And change the view over here as well if they want to, okay? Now, apart from learning how to design and build your own website, we're going to learn how you can create a sync block, how to use the sync block, how to use filters and sorting in Notion, okay? So it's everything in one video. I hope you're excited for this. Let's get started. All right, now the first thing that you obviously need to do is to create a new page. Once you have created a new page, and then upload your profile photo, and then type in your name as the page title. Let's go ahead and create the About section, okay? Now to create the box that we saw earlier, it is very simple. All you need to do is just type in / and then call out. And then it's going to give you a couple of options. Type in enter there, select that call out, and there you go. We have our box, okay? And you can change the icon if you want to use other icons or emojis or upload your own photo there. But I'm just going to leave it just like that. And then I'm going to type in about. And to make it clearer, all I need to do is to bold it. So I'm going to select all, Command A or Control A on Windows, and then Command B to bold it, okay? So throughout the video, I'm going to share with you a couple of shortcuts that will make your life easier as you use Notion, okay? And then I'm going to type in enter, and I'm going to add some content to it. And there you go. And we have ourselves an about section. Very simple and looks pretty good, right? Next up, I'm going to create the contact section. Now, as you might have noticed, in the contact section, there are two columns on the left and on the right, right? So to create columns in Notion, it's pretty simple. Again, / type in column. So I'm just gonna type in enter, and you can see that if I hover over it, there's one column over here, and then another one over here. So there are two columns, all right? So that is how you create columns. And I'm gonna go ahead and create the boxes again. So call out / call out over here. The same thing, you can do the same here, / call out. And there you go. We have two call out boxes, which we can act as a link to our social media or email. So I'm gonna give an example. So I'm gonna type in email over here, and then I can enter my link to the email with just Command A to select all, and then Command K, okay, or Control K on Windows. And this is where I can type in a link or paste in link or share a page from my other Notion pages, okay? So I'm gonna type in a link, say twitter.com, press enter, and there you go. We have a text with a link. So if you click on it, it's going to open to a new tab with the appropriate site, okay? So that is how you create a box using a column and also adding a link to it using shortcuts, okay? Now I'm going to remove this two and then just paste in what I have created earlier, and there you go. So this is how your contact section would probably look like, okay? Next, we are going to create our blog site. And this is going to be the complex bit of our website in Notion, okay? So bear with me. Once again, we are going to create a box for our blog, call out box, and then I'm going to change this icon from this user icon to the bookmark icon. So I'm gonna just grab the gray colored icon. I'm gonna type in blog, And once again, I'm gonna bold it. All right. Command A to select all, Command B to bold it. All right. Now I'm gonna type in something inside here. The struggles of a chosen one. Next, I'm going to add some spacing. So I'm going to do some three dots over here. And then I'm going to grayscale it. Select all. And then I'm going to select a color, text color, gray. Okay. Now I have this gray text selected already. And to do a shortcut for it, it's just select Command A, and then Command Shift H. And then now it is gray colored already. Okay, so that is one of the shortcuts to use for text coloring. Okay, now I'm going to create the database for our blog post. So I'm gonna create a list view database / type in list view, and there's an option to create a list view, type in enter, and then I'm going to create a new empty database, and then I'm going to name this database as post. All right. Now, this database title is larger than the blog title over here, so it kind of looks out of place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this title. To do so, just go to settings, go to layout, and then show database title option, turn it off. And there you go. It looks much cleaner, right? Now that we have created a database for our blog post, let's go ahead and try to create a new page. So you can use this over here to create a new page, or just click on this blue button over here. Click on it, and it's going to open on the side. So for list view, the default option is to open on a side pick. And if you want to open it on a center pick, just go to settings, layout, and then change open pages in center pick. And it's going to open just like that. Okay. But a better view, personally for me, I like it to be on a side pick. Okay. So go back, select side pick. I'm going to open the page again. And now let's go ahead and create some properties for our blog post. Now, at the moment, there are two properties, created and tags. I'm going to delete this property because I don't want that created option there. And I'm going to leave in tags, and I'm going to create a couple of tags. Let's say chosen one, dark side, and Padme. There you go. So there are three tags over here. And then I'm going to create a new property, and this is going to be a date property, okay? So I'm going to select date, or you can also see here, Notion AI has suggested a couple of properties, publication date. I can just click on it, and it's going to create a date property there. Next, I'm going to create another property, a status property over here, okay? So I'm going to click on here, and this is where we can make our blog post visible when it's published and hide it when it is in draft mode or unpublished. Okay, so I'm gonna change this wording a little here. So I'm gonna rename it from done to published, and then not started to draft. All right, so I'm gonna leave it as it is, like that. Now we have a couple of properties that are quite suitable for our blog post, right? Now I'm gonna give my blog post a title, and I created this one earlier, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it over here. And then I'm gonna copy all the content and add some content over here. There you go. Gonna select a tag. So this is going to be chosen one, publication date on Monday. Okay. So status is still draft. And I'm gonna add a cover over here and change the cover. Say Star Wars. There you go. Just click on that, and there I have my cover photo. So there you go, a blog post. All right. Now that we have our first blog post created, let's add some more database views, okay, to our blog. So at the moment we have this list view. Let's create gallery views. So I'm going to click on this plus icon over here and create a gallery. You can see this gallery here is showing the content inside the blog post. And you can see for gallery view, the default view is the center pick. Okay, so if you want to leave it like that, you can leave it like that. Or if you want to change it to be more consistent, once again, go to settings, layout, and then open pages and side pick. Okay, I'm going to create another gallery view. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and duplicate it. So I have another gallery view. But this time, I'm going to change from the show content to show the cover photo that I've created. I've uploaded earlier, page cover. And there you go. You have the cover photo. So you have the page content, you have cover photo, and you have the list view. Okay. Now, I want to add some properties over here. To do that, just click on settings, property visibility, add in some publication date, and there you go. Same thing over here. I can do for gallery, change property visibility, add in tags, and also publication date. Do the same for this one. Publication date and tags. Or move it like that. Okay. And now we have ourselves a pretty decent looking blog site. Okay. Next, what I'm going to show you is how to create the blog post database here at the bottom. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to show you how we can have our blog database over here and have it at the bottom of each and every blog post that we created. Okay. And to do that, we're going to make use of what we call a database template. Okay. And also we're going to utilize sync block. And I'm going to show you why we are going to create sync block later. All right, now first things first, before we create the new template, what I want you to do is copy the link to the database. To do so, click on settings over here, and then click on copy link to view. And this is going to copy the whole database. And then go to the create a template, new template here. So we're going to create a new template. So I'm going to name the template as, let's say, create a new post. And then I'm going to go to the content over here, give it some space, and then paste in the link earlier. Okay, paste as link database view. Press enter, and there you go. We have an exact copy of the blog database that we created earlier. All right, now we are going to create a sync block. To create a sync block is very easy. Just / and then type in sync block. Press enter to create a sync block. And what you want to do is drag this database into the sync block. Okay, and it's going to have an extra empty block over here. Why do we create a sync block inside a template? Now imagine that you have an information that you want to convey to your viewers. If you don't have a sync block, you would have to include a new block inside every single blog post that you have created. And that would be absolutely horrendous and inefficient, right? So that is why we create a sync block. And if you have a sync block, let's say if you want to include some information like contact me at blah blah blah. Now every single page that has this sync block will also have this information. Okay, so you don't need to go to every single page and then type in contact me at blah blah blah. You get what I mean? So that is the significance of having a sync block inside the template. Now whenever you want to change the information, you can just go back to the template and let's change the information over here, and it will reflect on every single blog post that you have. Okay. Now let's go ahead and try to create an example of a blog post using this template. So I'm going to go back here and then I'm going to click on, before that, I'm going to make this new template as the default template. Okay. It's going to start as default like that for all views in post. Now when I create a new blog post, it's going to create the database over here and also the new sync block. Create new, and voila, we have the sync block with the database here. Okay, now you can create your blog post over here, and that is it. Okay, very easy and simple. Now, what if you already have a couple of blog posts that you have created? It's very easy. Go back to your blog post, and what you can do is copy the whole thing or cut the whole thing, and then click on this create a new post template. It's going to create a new post, and then paste in your content earlier. And there you go. Now you have a blog post with also the sync block with the database inside at the bottom there. All right. All right. Now that we have a working blog post and a working template, let's learn how to filter and sort our blog posts. Okay. Now, first thing is to sort them. Let's say we have a couple of blog posts over here with different publishing date. I'm going to create another publishing date over here. Let's say it's going to be today on July 9th. Okay. Now, normally what we want is to have the latest blog post at the top, whereas the oldest one is at the bottom, right? So just click on sort and then sort by publication date and select descending and then save for everyone. You can do the same thing with the other views. Sort, publication date, descending. Same thing with this one. Sort, publication date, descending. Okay. Next, we are going to filter our blog posts. Now, at the front facing, where your viewers are going to view your blog post, we don't want them to view your unpublished or still in draft mode, right? So to filter your unpublished or draft blog posts, you have to filter them by clicking on this filter button and then filter by status and then select complete. So only those that are complete or published will appear on the front facing of your site. Okay, so do the same thing with the other database views. Filter, status, complete, save, same thing. Filter, status, complete, save. All right, now then, now that we have our blog post hidden, what about ourselves? How do we create or edit an unpublished post? To do that, we have to create a new page using the database link view earlier. So I'm going to copy the link to view over here, and then I'm going to create a new page. So the page title is going to be blog draft. Okay, I'm going to paste the link earlier, link database view. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the filter, and then rather than complete, I'm going to include draft and also in progress. Okay, and then uncheck the complete and publish, and then click on save for everyone. And there you go. Now we have, let's say this is our backend where we can edit or create new posts without our readers or viewers see the unpublished post. Okay, so let's go ahead and try and create a new post, an unpublished post. Let's say my new post. Now you can see that as soon as I create a new post, the sync block that we created earlier with the database, which has not been filtered, is showing our draft post. Okay, so what we want to do is to filter it. Again, status and only show the complete or published one. Okay, now I'm going to add some details here. Tag, let's say doc site, Padme, then the publication date, let's say it was last week. Okay, now I'm going to change the status from draft to publish, and we're going to see it's going to appear here. There you go, because it is now published, right? And if you go back to our page, now your viewers can see the published post. Okay, so that is how you create a blog site with a front-facing published post and a backend where you can edit or create new posts without having your readers see what you're working on. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to warn you that even if you filter your blog posts so that only your published posts are being viewed over here, your viewers can also click on the filter button over here, filter icon, and then filter to see your draft and also in progress blog posts. Okay, so it is not completely hidden. It is just hidden from the front facing over here. Okay, so the best way is for you to create a separate database that is not being published online, and then type in your blog post over there, your draft, and then once you are ready, you copy your blog post over there to this, you copy your post and then put it inside this blog database instead. Okay, so once again, I'm going to repeat this. Even if you have your blog post filtered, viewers will still be able to click on filter and then go to select your draft and in progress blog post. Okay. All right, one more thing before we end, I'm going to show you another view of your site that you can do. Let's say if you want to widen your page, you can click on these three dots over here and then click on full width. This looks a bit ugly, right? But what you can do is create a column. So two columns. Gonna drag this one here and then drag the whole thing over here, the context here, or you can just create another column here, like that, right here, drag this one here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole block here and drag it here, okay? So now this is another way you can design your website in Notion, okay, to have columns like this. So if you click on your blog post, it's going to open just like that, okay? So now you're making full use of your page width, all right? So that is it for this video. I hope I didn't bore you, and I hope you have learned something new from watching this video. And if you want to have a copy of this page, I created a template. You can duplicate the template for free. Just go to the link in the video description and click on it and download the template. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this type of videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.